How's it going, guys? It's Mr. Lone Wolf, and I'm back. I've managed to sort the audio out. I don't know what the fuck was wrong with it, but I deleted a few of my recent files I saved and it seems to have sorted itself out. So this is the same mission as yesterday, one shot, one kill. There's just quite a few things I actually wanted to point out. There's trophies, the intel locations, one of them's a bit tricky to find. So basically this is all still happening after all Gilled Up. It's all part of the flashback. You basically did all Gilled Up to make it to this hotel. So you could be a little sneaky Russian there, spying over everybody. You're overlooking Chernobyl. You'll see that. So you basically got to snipe this guy, Imran Zakayev. There's a picture of him. You get to use the M82 Barrett, good old school rifle. That's Chernobyl in the background. And basically you're waiting for a guy to turn up, Imran Zakayev, so you can snipe him. There's actually a bonus trophy in this remastered version. As basically, because obviously Modern Warfare 2 and 3 came along after this, and you'll see in a second. I should move the scope over. In this Jeep here, in the front there, that's a guy called Makarov, and that guy in the back is, I can't even remember his bloody name now. But basically, if you shoot Makarov, you unlock a trophy called Time Paradox. It can be a little bit of a tricky shot to get off, but you've only got to unlock it once. You don't have to. You don't have to shoot both these guys in one go. You can obviously just miss Imran Zakayev and go for Makarov, and then it'll just reset the mission here anyway.
Where did he come from?
Basically, that guy just keeps talking bollocks. He basically says you can take the shot when the wind's blowing, or you can wait. I'd personally wait, let this helicopter turn up and block your view for a sec. After the helicopter goes, you'll see him sort of have a little bit of an argument with one of the guys. And when he goes back to the suitcase in a second, you'll see the flag drop, and that's normally when I fire the shot. It can be a little bit trollish. It's always going to hit him in the arm. And this is my, luckily that other guy, Yuri, that's his name, he's ducked. So there, I hit Makarov as well, and you can see in the top corner, change the future, object completed. And yeah, it's just a little bonus one. It basically, in theory, prevents the actions of Modern Warfare 2 and 3 from happening. So once you've shot at least Imran Zakayev, run over to here, get on your what do you call it? Whatever, cord thing to rappel down. You can tell I'm versed well in these things. So get running around there, you're gonna have a load of people pushing out over in like the top right over there. You want to try and shoot the first wave if you can, but you need to start pushing up, because one, they'll just keep pouring more people out, and secondly, you'll have people appearing behind you in a minute. You do usually get tagged, obviously I'm on veteran, so it doesn't take much.
He's down.
I got a little bit lucky here. I'd noticed that car's on fire, so I just started running, because that's what'll kill me. For some reason, they all started running back up there. Normally they're still heading your way. They're still pretty much easy to run away from, but I don't know, they all seem to just fuck off for me. The dog must have told them. Told them the shit that went down when they tried it. So anyway, follow your mate, Captain McMillan. You get a dog turn up on your left. It won't do it, but it's got to be done, really, isn't it? For the record, in real life, I fucking love animals. Like, I fucking hate people who abuse animals. They should be fucking locked up longer than anyone. But on this game, the dog is programmed to be a prick, and I am therefore here to get rid of it. But yeah, in real life, I fucking can't stand people that do that sort of shit. So anyway, it says pop a claymore down, but I shot them all before they even came through. Because I found that G3 gun, it's worth getting personally. You'll see why soon. Your pistol's alright, but As for this, just shoot at it. It seems to just blow up of its own accord as long as you're shooting at it. Now Captain Silly Bollocks gets himself up in there, so you've got to carry him around for a bit.
Bollocks, my leg's all messed up. I can't move. Sorry, mate. You're gonna have to carry me. If we run into trouble, you'll have to find a good spot to put me down so I can cover you.
So basically, you see at the compass at the bottom, just keep heading to that yellow circle. You have to keep putting him down. But it isn't that bad, like you can see. They didn't gun me down the second they ran round the corner.
Tango's moving to the east.
Again, you get these few people behind. You don't necessarily need to stay. I have just picked up Captain Macmillan before and ran for it.
It's time to move. Give me a lift.
Once you come round to this point, it's going to make you put him down again. I think it's worth putting him on this corner because he can kind of overlook that little bit there. You'll see in a second a few more people will appear. And he seems to have a pretty good vantage point from there.
Target neutralized.
So you're going to head through that gap in the wall, and from where I put Captain Macmillan, he just he shoots a couple of people
Give me a lift.
that are on the other side.
Don't get too far ahead. Head for that apartment. We'll try to loot him in there.
So yeah, run over to this building. I remember the way by now, but yeah, go to the end on the right, round here, up this little slope, then go left, and you sort of double back on yourself. Go round the stair banisters, and then it's like the last bit on the right, and then a dog will come out, so you have to put Captain Macmillan down. The best thing with this is to put a claymore at this door, because the dog's going to run through one of them, and you've also got two people. And they are a bit of a pain in the arse. You might want to throw either a grenade or a flashbang. I got a bit lucky there. It's just one of those bits where the second you poke out, they shoot you, and quite often you can die there.
Make sure these rooms are clear first.
See, when he said that, I knew there's obviously somebody else left. Normally he just says, right, let's go. We've got a wanker. Not today, bitch. So, there you go. That's what he's supposed to say. And as soon as you get out of here, I didn't do it, it's in the last video, but basically there's a ladder just to the right as you come out of that door. If you go up to the top of like a fire escape, that's the first intel. That's pretty easy, that one. I've got the second intel that's a bit tricky. So cut through this building, round to the swimming pool. You don't really need to shoot at these dogs, but I couldn't resist. And then these next two guys, they don't always appear there, but I have seen them the last couple of times, but there's definitely been a few times that they just weren't there. But if you get your sniper out, there's usually one or two people over here. Fucking hard little bastards over there. Got one there, that'll do.
Careful.
So where the dogs ran out, I think that was the point of the dogs, to kind of show you this little exit. And then you got to run over and put him behind the Ferris wheel, but it's actually to the right of it. You can see the marker on the compass, that's kind of heading to a spot in front of the Ferris wheel, but just ignore that and walk again behind the Ferris wheel, but to the right a little bit. You'll see the checkpoint change. like I say, I apologise. Every now and then there's like a little 1 second glitch. I'm not sure if it is actually my computer or if it's just Call of Duty or what. So, excuse me, you've got to put the claymores down. From where I just put him down, the intel location is in those doors there, but they don't open until later when some soldiers spawn. And I can't find a way of getting to the intel without dying, but I'll show you in a second. There's a sort of easy way just to get the intel done once. You'll end up dying and going back to a checkpoint, but it's not that inconvenient. So, it's hard to explain where you need all these claymores. They don't really make a lot of difference. The amount of people that are about to appear, you'd need like 50 to 100 claymores, but I tend to put them near the cars. They come round to the Ferris wheel quite a bit. The best thing is when you see everybody turn up in a minute, you'll just have a gut feeling of where it's best to put them.
Alright lad, I've activated the beacon. Good luck.
So you're waiting for a helicopter to come and evacuate you. You can see on your compass at the bottom there's like the yellow dot is the helicopter, and it's got like distance that's counting down, so it's about 8 or 9 kilometers away or whatever it is. He says let them get closer, but fuck that. If I was you, I'd just shoot them. There's no bonus whatsoever to letting them get closer.
Tango down.
So you'll kind of get the first wave of people turning up. This is some of them, that's why I think you should just shoot them pretty much as soon as they appear when they're too far away to shoot back.
Got another.
And at some point it'll do a checkpoint, saying the helicopters are dropping reinforcements off.
He's down.
See, between him as well, he actually does clean quite a few up on this one, but I don't get the point of waiting until they're like pretty damn near. We've got snipers, we may as well make use of it. You'll see in a second why I've got that claymore right next to me. There's a dog every now and then that I wouldn't necessarily say sneaks up, but when you're scoped in on the sniper trying to shoot people, it's easily missed. Right, that's the bit where it says helicopters inbound. I apologise again, it obviously glitched like 1 second. Once it says that, get running down here to this corner where I just shot everybody. And you'll see why in a second. The intel isn't quite over here, but remember those doors I showed you that the intel is in? You need to be away from them so soldiers trigger. And when I stayed behind the Ferris wheel, it never triggered these lot of soldiers. But if I run over to this corner and wait for the helicopter, someone will run out in a second on the left. There they are. And then kill them. Forget the helicopters, this is just so you can get the intel. As you can see, it's spawned a load of people that are pouring out of that door. And then when you run in here, there's the intel at the end. And then I tried shooting my way back to the Ferris wheel. Didn't go well there. But it just seems there's loads of people. I couldn't really find a way. I gave it 4 or 5 goes. And in the end, obviously, I just died, and it starts at this checkpoint again where it says helicopters are incoming. So then this is what I do. Aim at this helicopter first and shoot. Fuck that one up, but I shoot the 4 guys coming off that rope. And then when these next 2 helicopters come in, personally I just shoot the one on the left, and you'll see why in a second, because there's a better position for the one on the right. Move over to this side and aim over to these cars. A few little sneaky missions there. And then again, there's just loads more people pouring out. You'll see a dog run up. That's why the claymore's there. You can tell I've done this level plenty of times before. So I'd say this is probably about the smoothest way I've found to get it done. I'm trying to let someone get a bit closer because I'm running low on ammo. And I was either going to swap weapons, but luckily he had the same gun, so it just restocked this. The G3 is definitely the one you want if you can. The MP5 isn't bad, but it doesn't lock onto people from as far away, whereas this does. And then basically, my best advice would be to run to this corner after the helicopter reinforcements have arrived and you've done all those little just shot them as they come down off the rope. Go to behind this little bumper car bit, because nobody spawns behind you or to the side of you, and it seems like the safest bit, to be honest. They all obviously try and push nearer to you. If things get a bit hot, you can come behind this side as well, and as you see, if I lay down on the floor, you can basically lay down on the floor either at this side or the back, and it stops all gunfire from being able to get to you. And again, you can see where I'm aiming. These are the main places people are going to keep trying to appear from here. Definitely close enough that your G3 will lock onto them. And obviously you've got to shoot people, but bear in mind your ammo, because obviously if that runs out, I'll have to collect another gun. And it's better if you can just stay in this corner. Wait for the distance countdown to get to near enough 0. It's not quite 0, but that's your reinforcement helicopter turning up. And I'm throwing that because I've got to go and pick Captain Macmillan up, and quite often you get shot up here. So grab Captain Macmillan. It's definitely risky. I have been killed a few times before while I'm picking him up. It's a bit unlucky because there's not a lot you can do really. But as soon as you've got him, wiggle your way around, get near to the helicopter, and that's your mission done. You'll see people appear at the back. You can gun them all down, but you've completed it by now. So like I say, that's the main tricky things. I'd say this is the best system to get out of this little thing at the end. Yeah, that was the intel that's a bit of a pain in the ass to find. And that's it. I hope it helps. Thanks for watching, and I'll be back soon. Should see in a second as well, just quickly, we fly over the hotel that we originally started in, where I did the shot from at the hotel. So yeah, I hope that helps. Thanks for watching. I'll be back soon.